are, believe it or not, this is episode 4. You are our 4th episode.
Wow.
Fun, I never remember what to go. Fun, faith, and friends.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, well, yeah, if I call it that. So there it is. Fun, faith, and friends. And Miss Kathy Stawicki, what is your official title at Seton?
Oh, my official title is Administrative Assistant / Christian Formation. So what does that mean, right? That means that my primary area of responsibility is the Christian Formation Office. That's everything child ministry, youth ministry, adult ministry, sacrament related, from A to Z, everything Christian Formation.
Yeah.
But then also I support, and I act as a support role for all you guys. So I'm also supporting the parish office, which is, Father Joe and business administrator and Linda and whoever else happens to be around. And then our parishioners, just like, for whatever their needs are, whether they're making phone calls into the office or they're coming into the office, that whatever they need, they might be emailing us. So I'm supporting them. And then all of our ministry leaders, anything that they need to do their ministry and to be successful in their ministry, I'm there to help them. Communication is a huge piece, especially right now.
Yeah.
So all things website and social media and email blasts, telephones, anything related to communications, mass announcements, things like that. I am supporting that as well. So yeah, it could be like, I don't know, proofing a document for Father Joe, or I could be building a prop, or for Sue, or I could be building a homily prop.
Yeah, right?
Anything in the middle.
Right. Oh, well, all I know is if I have a question about anything, I know you're my person, and I'm like, hey, Kathy. Yes.
Yes, Sue. Good old buddy and pal.
Oh, that's the one, right?
Yeah.
Well, I just know that, when parishioners walk in and when anybody walks in, a delivery guy to our parishioners, to me, you're always a wonderful person to say hi to and just warm and welcoming. And I just think that's a gift God has given you.
Oh, thank you.
So kind with everyone. And because of that, people tend to kind of hang around your desk a little bit and distract you from all of the things that you should be doing.
It's the customer service background in me, or it's just ingrained in me. It's what I enjoy doing, and so I feel like if I can help someone, if I can answer a question, make their life a little easier, just whatever that means, then that's what I'm there for.
Oh, well, I think you're awesome at it. So there it is.
Well,
yeah. So here's my next question. How long or how did you get started in working at St. Elizabeth Ann Seton?
Yeah, it was, I was at Kohl's department store corporate office for almost 20 years.
Wow.
And I then found myself having to care for my elderly mom, who, by the way, today's her birthday. And she would be 103 today. Isn't that crazy?
Oh, happy birthday to your mom.
Yeah, thanks. Anyway,
having a big Kevin.
She was needing more care, and so she came to live with us. And so I chose to end my career at Kohl's and stay home and take care of her, and all that comes with that. I'm sure you have parents that need care, and then, and probably like 12-ish years ago, and my mom passed away, a couple years after I had left Kohl's. But then I got really involved in school, in my kids' high school, booster club, PTA, team parent, you name it.
Oh, you were that mom. Oh.
I was also that mom that would get that call like at 3:00 and say, "Mom, could you please bring us some pizzas?" So I would drive to Papa John's, pick up like 3 pizzas, have them in my minivan, show up at the high school. They'd pile in the minivan and eat, and then leave and go to practice, and then I'd go home. So then I decided, like about 12 years ago, I thought, well, I should probably get a real job. But I just wanted a part-time job. And my husband was the trustee here at the time, and he heard that Kathy Riedel was going to be retiring, and she worked part-time in the Christian Formation office. So I thought, well, what the heck? And well, they hired me. Yeah. And the funny thing is that Father Jeff Prosser was here at the time. And so he hired me. And on my first day of work, he announced that he was leaving. Like,
Okay.
something I did or said. Yeah. So, but then Father Joe came right after, because I started in May and he came in end of June or July 1st, whatever it was. And so I've been here ever since. But I did start out part-time and then eventually worked to full-time and then some.
I only asked, name a favorite song of faith. It doesn't have to be a church song, but like, is there a song that you have about faith that you really like?
Whew. I love all church music. I really do. The Easter season is so nice and joyful right now. There's so many good songs. But then I really love Christmas music. When I'm like one of those that turns it on in November or October if I can. But I love Christmas music, and I love all of the, what is it? Mary, Did You Know? I don't know if that's the name of it, but, or Mary's Boy Child, isn't that one too?
Oh yeah. Something, that's like a Jamaican one. Yeah.
No, maybe that's a different version.
Oh, probably.
I don't know. I'll have to listen to that one. But I listen to like contemporary, Christian music. I like the kind of the cheesy one, I Can Only Imagine. I like that one. It's kind of cheesy. In Christ Alone, I don't really have a favorite because I just really love them all. I really do.
Yeah, and for me, it all depends on like what mood I'm in.
Yes.
So
yes.
Yeah.
And some, for me, like some music can really like stir some emotions. Like, the music that was played at my mom's funeral, like, okay, can't listen to that, or Dave's grandma's funeral, there's just certain ones, or it just takes you to a time when like something really emotional was happening. And yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. Powerful memories. Oh,
yeah.
Awesome. Okay. And now, we're doing this at this time. This is kind of a stressful time for people. This is kind of like, we're in this kind of long haul. What do you do for strength? Where do you find strength in like stress or in these difficult times for people?
Well, to start with, I think I found myself just really taking a positive attitude when this all started. I remember seeing early on, I saw a quote, I read a quote that was, do not let what you cannot do interfere with what you can do.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I wrote it out, I put it on a piece of cardstock on my desk, and I just keep it at my desk all the time, because I thought, rather than like focusing on what, like, oh, poor us, doom and gloom, what we can't do, like, think of all the stuff we can do. And so every day, and people probably get sick of hearing it from me, but like, like, find the positive in every day. There's something. Some real dramatic things. Recently, I heard that someone's life may have been saved because a neighbor was home to answer the door for an emergency that was needed of them. Like, had this pandemic and virus not been happening and they not been home, who knows?
Right.
Or just like, we are reaching so many people with our online mass. And and I'm here for that. And so I have the joy of seeing the comments
Yeah.
and all of the feelings that come with it, about parishioners that are saying, like, oh my gosh, I have never been able to celebrate Mass with my whole family
Yeah.
at the same time. And they have family all over the country, and they feel like they're at Mass together. And it's just a beautiful thing.
And hopefully, like, through this experience, we're being transformed into doing things in new and better ways,
Right.
and in appreciating how connections are important, and relationships are important, and how our human, the thread of humanity is through all of us, and how we can continue to, like, build that. So hopefully,
Yeah.
this is transforming us to better.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, thanks. Oh, that was a good one. What is one of your favorite vacation spots?
Oh boy. I like water, so I would say a beach, but it doesn't have to be a big fancy beach. It could just be a lake with a nice sandy beach. So yeah, I would say a beach.
Cool. Name something you love about your house.
Oh boy, my backyard. Can I say that? That's not in my house.
You can.
I
We're going to
do.
get to that. We're going to get to why you might like that.
Okay.
Okay, so your backyard, which is
Yeah.
Have you ever won a contest for anything?
Ooh, like years and eons ago, I was just telling Father Joe about shorthand, and he asked me if I knew shorthand, because he was, doesn't matter. And I said, oh, I remember winning all kinds of awards for how fast I could take shorthand. And he's like, oh, did you do the Greg shorthand? I'm like, yes, it was Greg shorthand. That was, he knew that. Yeah. So that's ridiculous.
Oh my gosh.
Otherwise, they're all like high school ones, like, yeah, academic high school type stuff.
Were you kind of a nerdy brain?
Yeah, kind of.
What is one of your favorite items to buy at Costco?
Oh, that's so hard.
That's why I said one. Just one of your favorite.
Well, toilet paper if they have it. No, I'm kidding. I'm really kidding. Let's say we were just talking about their street tacos are super yummy. So that's a food item. But I do like that granola. That amazing granola?
I'm still dying. That was so good.
I know. There's so much.
The granola fairy would visit my desk and put
Yes.
a cup of granola. I'm like, oh, it's a good day. What is one of your favorite ways to pray?
Oh, probably through music, through song.
Yeah. What is a quality you admire in people?
I think people that are very good at being direct and in a kind way. And because I'm not sometimes, not that I'm not kind, but I'm not always direct.
Yeah.
Because I just don't want to hurt someone's feelings or have someone feel bad about what I might say to them.
Right.
So I'm not good at that.
My fear is always like misinterpret.
Right, right.
Oh, that's a gift. What is a family tradition you fondly remember? It can be one from now or one from a long time ago or whatever.
Well, my mom always put up a village under her Christmas tree. And the village was on one side with houses and people and stuff, and the other side was the nativity with the manger and all the barn animals. So I still do that to this day. I put a village under my tree, and I have a white picket fence that was handmade by my brother to go around it. So that's my tradition.
Oh, that's beautiful. I love that. Name something you grow very well.
Oh, that's not a leading question. I do have a sort of a knack for growing tomatoes,
You do.
and I enjoy it. And that too, I got from my dad. He had a love of gardening, and he would grow, my goodness, one year I think he had 42 tomato plants in his garden. And he was retired at the time, and he tended to them so carefully. Um, so I love to grow tomatoes, but I think I love to grow them. Well, it's a challenge to grow them, and they get really tall. But I love bringing the tomatoes in to share with staff.
How many brothers and sisters? How many were brothers and sisters did you have?
Yeah, well, I'm the youngest of 7. Yep, and I am. That's why my mom would be 103 today. It was kind of like my oldest sister could have been my mom.
No.
The spread was pretty big.
Yeah.
So yeah, big family, but that it just makes it fun for big family celebrations.
It sure does. Yeah, that's for sure. What is one of your favorite things to bake or cook?
Well, I do often make chili for the Seton staff.
Yeah.
Turkey chili, not regular chili, turkey chili. Baking, I'm not a huge baker, but I love to eat baked things. I love cookies. Like Anne teases me because she calls them old lady cookies, like pecan fingers. And I'm telling you, there were 3 of them that showed up yesterday on the table in the Seton kitchen. I think Gary's daughter baked them, and they showed up, and I ate them. They were yummy. So I love cookies. I pretty much love to eat all of the baked things. I just don't do a lot of baking.
This is the last question? What is your favorite time of year and why?
I do like summer, but it's probably because of the gardening. I mean, I love the sun, first of all, so I really do better when it's sunny out. If we have those long stretches of cloudy, gloomy days, those are hard. Those are really hard, even in the middle of winter. But in the summer, I mean, I just love being outside, and sometimes just sitting on the patio watching all the flowers and plants and gardens grow. That's just beautiful. So I would say summer.
Well, there we have it. You made it through, Kathy. That
Ding,
was
ding, 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 ding.
yeah.
Should have brought my bell.
Well, thanks. I hope it wasn't too.
No,
Oh,
not at all. It was a nice break in this crazy day.
very good. And if you wish, you don't have to. You certainly could ask me a question if you wanted to, but no pressure.
Well, I would have a question for you.
Okay. I'm very nervous.
Don't be nervous. My first job out, like in high school, actually, my first paid job, not like babysitting.
Right.
I actually worked at Taco Bell for 3 days. And then I said, not doing that.
Right.
So what was your first job?
Oh my. My first job. Ugh. My first paying job, right?
Yes, because
Okay.
we probably all babysat and
Right. I'm trying to think what came first. On I went to Milwaukee Public Schools. I went to MPS
Mhm.
and I went to Pulaski High School, and I was very involved in music. And I think when I was a freshman or a sophomore, I can't remember when, my band director hired me and a couple of good friends, a very good friend still to this day, to work on Saturday mornings. They had Saturday morning music lessons, and
Okay.
it was a MPS thing, but everybody came to Pulaski, and the students who worked there would probably get paid like 50 cents an hour. But I did get a paycheck. Like I got a paycheck with,
Sure.
and it would be our job to like uh, go collect the attendance things and like clean up all the music stands at the end of the morning. So it would go from like 8 to noon.
Okay.
Would have lessons,
Uh-huh.
and to like do weird like copy stuff for teachers or whatever. So it was like, so that was my first job that I kind of forgot all about actually.
Wow, that's great. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So how old did you say?
I probably was 14 or 15.
Okay.
Yeah. And then they
Wow.
had summer school too. So you could work in the summer as well. And that again was 8 to noon.
Mm-hmm.
And I did that through my senior year. I did it for 4 years. So
Wow.
that was my first job. Yeah. My first
Oh,
paid job that I kind of forgot. Really, I forgot all about it.
well, that's interesting.
Yeah. So that not too exciting, but that's all I got for you.
Not Taco Bell.
Not Taco Bell. No, you did not. But, well, oh, Kathy, I just thank you so much for our
You're
time.
welcome.
Yeah, this was a good time. And
It was.